Well, my freedom-loving friends. Welcome back to Truth Spitters HQ, where we don't just spit the truth. We hawk to it like a big old chew of liberty. I'm your host, Cletus McTruth, and today we're tackling a topic that's older than dirt. Literally. You ever wonder why half the folks in Washington, D.C. look like they should be napping in a recliner instead of running the country? Well, my friends, that's called gerontocracy. Fancy word for government run by people so old they probably signed the Declaration of Independence.
Technically, Cletus, they are so old their social security number is 1.
Exactly. See, Ray gets it. These folks have been in office so long, they've got term limits on their dentures. Take Senator Feinstein, for example. Look, I ain't disrespecting her career, but if you're staying in office so long that your staff has to explain your votes to you, maybe it's time to hang it up and let someone else take the wheel.
I'll give you that one, Cletus. And while we're at it, let's not forget Mitch McConnell. That man froze up in the middle of a press conference like someone accidentally unplugged his brain. I half expected to hear a Windows reboot sound.
See, this is what I'm talking about. If you can't finish a press conference without looking like you just saw the ghost of George Washington, maybe it's time to step aside.
For once, Cletus, we agree. The last thing this country needs is a government full of people who need hardware resets mid-sentence.
Exactly, Ray. It's time for some common sense laws. Age limits, term limits, whatever it takes to get this gerontocracy back under control. If you're old enough to remember when the wheel was invented, you're probably too old to be in office. Now let's talk solutions, folks. We got age limits to start driving a car. Why not age limits for running the dang country? Let's cap it at 70. You hit 70, you retire, you buy an RV, and you stay out of the Capitol.
Not a bad idea, Cletus. But let's not forget term limits, too. Some of these politicians have been in office so long, they're practically part of the furniture. Not to mention, fresh faces might actually understand how the internet works. You know, the thing that runs modern society. Oh, and speaking of age limits, doesn't your guy Trump turn 78 this year? Seems like he's already passed his prime date, don't you think?
Well, that's... Look, Ray, let's not get distracted by the details. We'll circle back to that later. Right now, let's hear a word from our sponsor. All right, folks, before we get back to draining the swamp of gerontocracy, let's talk about staying sharp and alert in this ever-changing world. Today's episode is brought to you by Patriot Brain Pills, the only supplement on the market made to keep your mind clear, your memory sharp, and your patriotism stronger than ever.
So, basically vitamins with a side of nationalism. Very